Hopefully.
Session 46!
Session 46! 46.
What? Quirk in the house?
Last time we played. You guys can break it all down for Kinross over there.
Yeah.
What did we do? Hold on. We did stuff. We
talked to...
We started off at puzzles.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and then that what's his nuts came in? That
Damien.
Rake Oslo Neruda.
Yep, pretty close.
Yeah.
You were like 99% on it. Right?
Yes.
who's part of the local thieves guild and a duke, and he was saying that the Emerald Crest, which is the name of the thieves guild, was kind of like now at war with each other. I questioned Kath some more about stuff in the Feywild. We did some research. Found
a
some
buttload
books.
of research, yeah. It was great.
Found out that Mistress Hillel and my dad, our dad, such a good thing, was basically dating Mistress Hillel. It wouldn't be considered a marriage, I don't think.
I think it was like first wife.
First wife? Okay, never mind. It was a marriage. Yeah, there's
Crazy
a lot
bitch
of...
and
She's the crazy ex-wife, basically, which
Yeah.
is why she hates us. So that's a thing. Yeah.
I mean, shitty for you guys, but that's hilarious to me.
It's pretty much the gist of it around the table.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a sick tat of a shambling mound.
oh yeah, you got a sick cat of a black dragon.
Speaking of which, I forgot to charge all you guys for your tattoos, so you each owe like 7 gold for your tats.
Oh.
Sure.
If I can afford that.
Ryerden got a tat of a black dragon as well.
Cross my back.
From
Oh, we figured out why our money was exploding people.
Yes.
Oh shit.
It
And
was
why that?
it was called a gold eating coin, and it was basically one coin in our collection of
Millions.
money. Yeah, that caused people to explode when we gave them money.
when you had the misfortune of paying them with the eating gold.
Yeah.
Oh, so we use that coin.
But then it like magically comes back to you
Yeah.
without you knowing. So
It goes
like,
into a random-
Every time we paid someone, there was always a chance that we were going to use that coin.
So it's just out in circulation right now, and it's going to find its way back to us.
No, it's in our vault right now.
We
At the
isolated
keep.
it.
Yeah, we isolated it. We put it in a box. It's in the vault.
It's in timeout. We put it in the corner.
Yeah.
We don't need that.
No
Don't need
more
that kind of
killing
energy in my
people.
life.
No.
What?
What?
I don't want to say it out loud in front of somebody.
Oh, okay.
It's already recording. I'll hear it anyway.
Text,
Text the
AV
group chat
club.
later.
Rude.
Zodell and Ryerden read their Destiny's notes.
We did. Yeah.
You got your brand on your shoulder. Was that
I
video I
was
sent
branded.
you? Yeah.
You watched the video?
Dreaded-
Creepy as hell. Oh my god.
dreaded slimy lady.
Oh, that was a dude.
Dude, yeah.
Dude. Whatever you want to call it.
Call it a dude.
Have you answered your Destiny's Note question?
I just literally remembered right now as soon as we said Destiny.
We talked about this last
I
night.
know, dude. Yeah, that's a miss. I had a list of potential questions.
Start rattling them off, top to bottom. We went to the Berran Edge,
Oh yes, we did.
where there was, where the Kelborn are, or like 1,000 years ago, were being held by a magical barrier, and we went through the barrier, because of our symbols. And when we went through, the dots around our symbols went away, and we couldn't get back through the barrier.
So now we're all stuck
So
inside.
now we're trapped in the Berran Edge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy come, easy go.
Hmm.
And then
We met Master Turn, who's kind of the leader of the Berran Edge Council.
Tiern.
Tiern? Yeah.
Tiern.
Yeah, I was about to
And
say, that
we
doesn't sound
learned
right.
that they're basically all high bloods, and if high bloods die in the Berran Edge, they can't be reborn.
Oh,
So,
well, that's fine
yeah.
for me.
And Magnus.
And Magnus.
Yep.
And
So,
Magnus, yeah.
so basically, don't die.
Guess who just gave up his brand new smoking habit?
That's okay. I was out of tobacco anyway.
Here you go, mate.
Oh, he's not there. Damn it.
Oh, yeah, Corky couldn't get
No
through.
Quirky, no Cass, and
No boat crew.
no. When some of you were inside the barrier and some of you were outside, somebody tried to cast a sending,
Uh-huh.
and sendings did not travel through the invisible barrier surrounding. So calling for help's kind of a off the table
A
thing.
no-go. Our poor crew.
Stop moving my bag.
He wants to live in it.
Yeah.
Basically, where we left off, Tyrion had ushered you wet into
A tent.
in the city of. I got way too
Port-
much.
Hardwell's Rest.
Hardwell's Rest.
That one.
Hard
Oh,
water
map right here.
And Rest. All right. So, yeah, you guys. I don't have my binder on me because I have mostly everything digital here. So for any village names or whatever, we'll all just refer to the map.
All right.
Okie doke.
Okay, so you all. Oh, and we ended with you all saw Naroske out of the corner of your eye.
Watching me like a perv.
That's right. To be fair, your dick was out.
The
I didn't
DM
say I
said so.
didn't
You
blame
can't
him.
fight it.
Just he was watching like a perv.
And
Is it still October 7th in game?
so I was about to ask you guys want to carry on for that evening, or he said like he's welcome to leave you to rest for the night, or to leave
I
something
feel
along
like
those
we
lines.
should, like chat amongst ourselves without
Yeah. You
prying
are
eyes.
you are in a tent to yourselves. If it is not morning, then it is night.
Whoa. I just got super nighty in here.
All right.
Yeah, the
Technically-
sun sets very fast. Yeah, the Berran Edge.
Womp womp.
Well,
Did we all see
It was a collective.
Droske? Is this storytelling?
who was that? Oh, right.
Yeah, the demigod of time. The guy
Shit.
who wrote the God Scrolls. The one who's been constantly popping in and out of your guys' visions
Yeah.
and dreams and peripherals since basically day one.
And this like literally just happened?
Yeah. So it was basically like you kind of see him, and then like when you go to look directly at him, he's not there.
And we're all separate because we're getting like changed out of our wet clothes and stuff, right?
Yeah. He is an omnipresent being.
I know you're there. Why don't you come talk to us? Tell us what you need, what you want. Maybe you can get us out of here.
That's a hard pass. That's a nat 1. Sorry, guy. First roll, I haven't even warmed up my dice. Nat fucking 1. Or is that a 7? No, that's definitely a 1.
Nowhere to go but up.
Watch me roll nat 1s for the entire session.
I mean, if we get into a fight, that's not going to be something I'd complain
that'd be
about.
so boring. The creature accidentally beats itself to death.
You get to end it.
I guess I'm just confused.
It's like a typical god.
You saw him too, then?
Yes, I did. As I pull my pants on.
I was gonna say, in your head you hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I take it you saw him as well then?
Yeah.
Since presumably there's
What?
there's light in this tent, so I added a little bit of candlelight.
He disappeared as soon as, like, I tried to look at him, though.
Yeah.
You wouldn't talk to me.
Has he talked to any of us?
He's only shown up
I've
in
talked to him
dreams.
once.
What?
You a couple of times.
I haven't talked to him,
No.
like, only in
Visions
dreams.
and
Yeah.
random stuff, yeah.
It's always
First time we
been.
touched that door handle. Wait,
Oh. Wow, yeah. Callback.
That was a bit of a self-correction on my end too, because he was supposed to show up right when you guys shipwrecked, and I forgot because it was first session jitters.
All good.
Mhm.
It
More you
worked.
know.
And now we're
It's okay,
afraid
now
to
we're
touch it.
perpetually scared of door handles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
PTSD.
I'm gonna like start to mutate it too. It's like you touch the flap of the tent to go inside. Something happens.
I punch it! I punch it!
Good God.
The zipper is actually a mimic.
I hope so.
I think if he's appearing, it's a sign where we're supposed to be. Otherwise, why appear?
Yeah.
Does that mean we were where we were supposed to be for like 1 second and then we weren't? Never mind.
No, I meant it more metaphorically.
Yeah.
Right. Metabolically, whatever.
Yes.
Falconer, did you say you talked to him another time other than the door
No, ju-
handle incident?
Just that. Just
Okay.
that one time.
Okay. I'm wondering if we can somehow try and summon him. I don't know.
We have a bunch of scrolls that he wrote.
Yeah, what did that one say that he wrote that you read last session?
Well, that was a good one.
Yeah.
That was one I
I just
was
don't remember what it
hoping to
said.
get to. Of the
Yeah, I
hundreds
didn't
of
write them
things.
down.
Oh,
Did I take? Oh no,
105 or something?
No.
Pictures.
It was
no, those were the
94,
destinies.
105, 203, 37.
Maybe we can make a sign that says like signing, book signing, and then just lay them all out, and he'll be like, "Oh my God, really?"
What was the last one? 3 something?
3710.
3710. There is something, an odd divergence of my sight. I do not know who is the manufacturer of what I can only describe as a variable in the flow of time. My flow of time. Something is wrong. Less of like, all the other ones you've read basically are just like, these are things that have happened or will happen. This one almost seems like an author's note, like, to anybody finding this, something's fucked up.
I mean, we kind of already knew that because the one dream I had where he was like being grabbed by that gigantic hand with a billion fingers.
I wrote that one the same day that happened. Also, from what you've learned,
Weird.
Yeah.
about him too, he exists outside of time. So he might be coming across you guys before he's even had any machinations to like go back in time and start interacting with you. Just based off of all of the readings that you've done, like he doesn't
Right.
exist in time linearly like everything else.
Yeah, okay. Okay, well, we're kind of stuck here. We can't get through the barrier. Should
No,
we...
but we did just get here. I'm sure there's people to talk to, things to explore.
Yeah,
There's still.
check out the wall, I
think-
guess.
I don't think we would have been branded with the mark of the Kelborn if it didn't mean we were supposed to come here.
Yeah.
Is Tiern still around?
He kind of like got you guys blankets and towels and kind of said like, I'll leave you to your own
Yeah.
devices.
Okay, okay.
As far as I remember.
Mm. I just hope they still have booze here.
Caution would be warranted. The stories of Kelborn are old, but
Yeah, we don't really know how radical they are.
Yeah, they seem friendly and peaceful enough, but that could also just be a.
So did the psychotic bird people as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Fucking birds, man.
Damn birds.
You get to the end of the campaign, the big boss is just a giant owl.
I didn't have time to make a mini, so I brought a real owl.
Oh my god, that would be awesome. Well, the owl seems to be winning.
Real time funding, yeah.
It's getting bitch slapped by Hedwig.
Dream come true.
Yeah. Alright, well, maybe we just rest for now and
Yeah, I have no idea what.
see what tomorrow brings.
That's right, John. That's right.
Yeah, I guess. I have no ideas, so.
Can I, just before I go to bed and long rest and get everything back, can I try using my polymorph to turn into, what did you say his name was?
The storyteller?
That guy.
Vardan Edorowski, yeah.
Can I draw it?
Yeah. And you look like him.
Shit.
Dude.
That's pretty good.
He has like tattoos all over his body, right?
Yeah, they basically like spiral out and interweave across his whole body, basically from the top of his head down and across, like down to his fingertips and the tips of his toes. And he basically doesn't wear anything except for just like a little loincloth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I imagine you're still in your clothes.
I mean, do they look like anything special? Like any writing on anything?
Make an investigation check.
I mean, they're looking at me too. Can
Make it with advantage if somebody's
Yeah, I
helping.
could help.
all right.
Arya's checking the gooch.
Guidance.
Investigation, you said?
Indeed.
Ooh, that is double 19s.
Dang.
Nice. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, shoot. Ah. 10.
10. As you start to get like more and more enthralled of trying to interlace or like study the patterns of these lines across the body, you notice yourself slowly starting to get dizzy, and eventually you just fall over, and just like
You're the one
like
that
almost like
jumped
little
down.
birds flying around your head, and it's an odd sensation because you weren't finding anything until you thought you were. Some kind of weird overlay that started to pique some thought process in your mind, and then you just got like super head spinny and ended up on your ass.
Whoa. Yeah, I think.
Are you okay? You just kind of fell over there.
Yeah, I thought maybe I could check out some of his tattoos. Maybe they'd show off some weird symbols or something. But I don't know. They sort of like, it's like they went. I don't know. It messed with my head or something.
Did you change back because of
I think by now I definitely want to get up, dust myself off, change myself back.
You're back.
Yeah, it was weird. I don't know.
Did the tattoos look more like just weird patterns, or did it actually look like
tribal?
They
writing?
seem virtually patternless.
Okay.
Whoa.
Like they are just a meshwork of inconsistent overlapping, seemingly to go from where they start up top and ending basically only at the tips of fingers and toes. Some of them super fine, granular. Some there are several actually across the body that are like almost a pinky's nail wide, like in comparison to the rest, super thick.
And am I able to polymorph with clothes, or is it always just like body?
I think it's just your person. It's not the spell seeming where like your clothes and stuff change too, right? So you'd have to any garments you want to
it's
have
like
for the
polymorph, which is just like creature.
just the body. Yep.
Okay, but then that doesn't go for stats or anything.
No, all your stats stay the same. You can basically change your physical appearance.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's not technically polymorph. It's
Yeah. I have no clue.
yeah. I have to look the ability back up.
Okay.
Shape change. I'll find it.
Alright.
Yeah, I think I'll head to.
Got that Destiny's Note question?
Are we all in like different rooms? Are we all in?
You
Like,
can
the
be.
same-
It was a larger tent designed for at least 8 people.
I think maybe we should stick together and maybe keep watch, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
So I can take first watch.
All right.
Alright.
Make a perception check.
Wake me up when you're done.
Before we go to bed,
Hmm.
I'm going to summon Simon, or try to.
Thoughts?
Yeah, he only takes
Yes
2
or
scrolls,
no?
right?
Yep.
I guess
Yeah.
it could be.
You pop Simon out. He looks a little wary.
Oh.
Did you have trouble getting here? No. I say telepathically.
Yeah, no, and you hear like this very parcel mouth response, just like, no, but it's different here.
Can you see through the barrier? Do you see the barrier?
I see just a shimmer.
Intriguing.
But I have celestial eyes.
Yes, I was curious if you'd be cut off or not. This is good. This is good.
It seems that the magic comes from within and not from without. I can be summoned here.
Well, you've been much help, Simon. Thank you.
Always a pleasure, Falconer, as he sort of spirals out into like this nice little dusty aroma as he transports back. Because it's only a minute, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody baking cookies? What was that?
This one will be the most timely, I think.
Well, I mean, timely doesn't necessarily mean like of importance.
I understand, yeah, that's why I'm a little bit hesitant.
I mean, you also have to think, like, you read the note before we got here. So technically you were supposed to ask the question
Yeah, is this like a
before we got here.
time travel
I'm
back,
trying
or
to-
is it like the question
No.
goes with you?
I get that it's a complex question, so we'll say before you guys progress through an entire new day, you'd have to give me a question.
Yeah. Just
So,
a maybe
so no
X.
rush.
No, I think. All right, I've got 2 questions for you in order of importance. When you come
I was
back.
like, they're still debating. I'm gonna go pee, and then I was like, God
I
damn
mean,
it!
you can share them with everyone else and we can kind of
Yeah.
talk them
Alright.
through together.
First question.
Layers.
So first question is, can the Kelborn help AV out of the Berran Edge, free my mom, and defeat Mistress Alel? Question mark.
Yeah, that's sort of like.
Question 2 is, do we need to meet someone or acquire something to get back through the Berran Edge? A little more specific to right now.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll be able to answer the first question just because it's like a 3-parter. Like it's
It's technically still a yes/no,
Quite
but
specific.
it
Yeah,
is.
if they all line up,
I
which they
guess.
might not. There's a
might.
chance it's like 2 yes, 1 no, and then it would be no.
No, yeah.
Exactly. So I feel we play the Hail Mary first, and then
Another thing about that second one is acquire something could mean like an object or like
yeah.
not an object.
But there's some baseline assumptions in there that
Mhm.
you know.
And you get 1 question or 2?
One.
Uno.
We're just trying to narrow it down.
Don't overthink it, except do, because it's awesome to watch.
I mean, I yeah. In order of importance, we'll start with this one. Can the Kelborn help Amerventus out of the Barren Edge, free my mom, and defeat Mistress Allow?
You're going compound questions.
For sure. Still yes, no, but it's compounded.
Read it to me one more time.
So can the Kelborn
I
help
gotta
us?
decide if you're breaking rules here.
Man, I'm just trying to stack up as
No,
much
I
on
know,
one pin needle as possible.
When you guys go to like fight devils and stuff with all their contracts, this is your guy.
Yeah.
Wording. It's all about wording.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So can the Kelborn help us, Amerventus, out of the Barren Edge, free my mom, and defeat Mistress Allow?
Can they? I can't answer that one.
Okay. Second question then. Do we need to meet someone or acquire something to get back through the Barren Edge?
Yes.
Okay. Helpful.
That first one, individual questions, yes, I could have given you yes/no answers to all of them. The compounded question muddied the waters. I couldn't give you a certainty.
Yep.
Sorry, guys.
All good.
But I mean, hey, number 2 out of 2 wasn't. I think Falconers was like 6th down the list.
Yeah, it's some other ones,
I think
but
it was third or fourth,
Oh, okay.
but it was a long list.
Yeah.
And I asked a bunch in the session that just didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tricky because like I've said before, like, destiny's not fate. So, yeah.
yep.
Yeah, it is based on decisions that we
Hmm.
make.
Mhm.
Fate is certain. Destiny is.
Choose your own
Once you
adventure.
make it,
Yeah.
It's like you might be destined to do this, but based on your decisions, you might never get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
A new day.
And that first one, I was like, oh my god! I felt the wheel, the cogs in my brain slow
Yeah.
down for a second. Just
It's a new dawn.
Magnus made a perception check.
19.
Oh, damn, son! At one point, you just see, like, a couple of teenagers kind of try and, like, get a peek in. Just like, holy shit, there are fucking... Oh, shit, he saw me. Oh, and they bounce.
Okay. I'll just be like huddled up in the corner, my hat down, kind of just sitting there with my crossbow up, just waiting. They're like, yeah, no one. Oh, fuck! What the fuck is that in the corner?
Just change into a saber-toothed lion in front of the the door.
Yeah, how long can you hold your form now?
It's only like an hour.
I thought, like, as the longer... Or as it got longer, the higher your druid level, I thought. Or maybe it's a number of hours equal to your constitution modifier or something like that. We've had this conversation before.
We have,
Yeah.
for sure we have.
No, but I forget too. That's why I'm curious.
What's I was only half paying attention. So what's the landscape look like? Like it's a small town, right? Like it's
It's a soft coast. You know, lots of the coastlines you guys have come to, where they're the softest is where the ports are. You know, where there's gradients, where docks can be built, and you don't have to chain your ship to like a cliffside. But a lot of the coastline running along all of Alanoran, from what you've seen, and even good portions of Searia that you're familiar with, you know, it's not just gentle beaches all around all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And this onto the tip of the Barren Edge at Hardwell's Rest is what it's called.
Yes.
Hardwell's Rest. It's a very gradient slope up to the beach. Like you guys were like nipples deep when your feet, well, except for Arya and Rostin, I guess, were nipples deep when you found ground, and it took you like almost the last third of the mile, because the barrier was a half mile away from shore that you could see, and like the last third of that mile you were walking through the water. Like it was just a very sandy gradient heading up, and the land around too, still just a very soft slope. When you think Barren Edge, you think, you know, cliff sides and just like things your ship would smash up against, but it's really just like a nice soft leading up into kind of prairie-esque areas. You've seen a couple of sparse little trees. Yeah, and like not very windswept. Everything's built of tents because this entire ecosystem in here is completely self-contained.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
And lots of grass.
A lot of teepee city kind of thing too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, lots of cloths, and it all seems to be made out of that. Well, make an investigation check.
7.
7.
Plus.
Oh no, that was 5 plus 2.
Ah.
Yep.
Oh.
It flipped over. It flipped over from a 19.
Of course, every goddamn time. Yeah, that's all the fabrics and canvases seem to be made of the same thing. Just by at first glance, they're all just like a wet wicking gray.
Good. Roughly how many people again? I think you said last session. I can't remember though.
This city, quote unquote city, probably has a few thousand people. Not quite the refugee camps type scenario that you guys saw around Sayaria, like a little more widespread. And you've seen like there is an essence of nomadic construct, but you have seen some of these little plots where people are rooted with like little dug-in gardens. You can add on top of your investigation check, a perception check, just as you guys are walking from the beach into Hardwell's Rest.
25.
That's much better. You see most of these little gardens and little plots of growth around some of these houses, as well as like some chickens and a few goats. A lot of fungal growth. Like it's like not carrots, but we got tall mushrooms, short mushrooms, skinny mushrooms. It's a very damp place, and not a lot of sunlight gets through.
It's like Scotland.
It's very foggy
No
all the
sunscreen
time. Yeah.
needed.
Sorry?
No sunscreen needed.
Nope. Magnus, you're good. You pale bitch.
No sunscreen today.
But maybe a lot of tissues, because it's just damp.
Except for Sodell. She's the driest out of all of us.
So, Dal, we've been here 5 years. Remind me what dry skin feels like. Oh.
Just steal the belt for a second.
You know, for the next 1,000 years, you all just play keep away with the belt.
Yeah.
Mine! It's mine! I want to feel dry!
Millennial long game of tag. Yeah.
Tony's loving that table right now. He is making sweet love to it. Oh my goodness. Any other questions? Yeah, it was 45-minute walk from the beach to the city. Any observations you all want to make? And I've showed you guys the Berran Edge on the big map, right? Like it's
Yep.
like that, maybe not even that big, like that big. So that's all that. Comparatively, the smallest place you've ever been.
Yeah,
Because the rest of the time there was a whole world.
that's good. So it's the morning now, right? Just
If you wanted to, or Magnus was keeping watch. Anybody want? I think Xander said he wanted to do a follow up.
I'll be up at that point. I can do watch.
Okay, make a perception check.
21.
21. No further disturbances. Magnus tells you about some teens came to poke. They were curious, sticking their noses in. Probably woken by the late night kerfuffle of their parents being like, "Holy fucking shit!"
Is there, I guess just like, yeah, because it's not a lot of sun, it's probably not a lot of wind. Like, is there, like,
No, wind itself
grasshoppers?
doesn't pass through the barrier either. Moisture doesn't. That's why this fog has been trapped in here basically for frickin' ever.
It's quiet in here.
Very.
It's a little disconcerting. Can you hear any animals or like birds chirping? Or
What was
is
your
it
perception check?
21.
21. Occasionally a chicken kind of pecks at the dirt, moves on. Maybe a little The domesticated livestock kind of just roam in and around. Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
I'm gonna read Celestial.
Oh yeah, you got a book.
And I'm like
You bu-
160 hours in already.
You meditating motherfucker. You're man, this party's all gonna be speaking to angels. She talks to angels.
Nice.
Yeah.
You
You were gone, so and Riordan was up at that point, so he made the next perception check.
Oh, okay. Oh.
New day.
New day, new dawn, and I'm feeling good.
Anyway.
Dawn. It's probably not even this bright, but
All
you can
day.
tell that the sun is up on the outside of the barrier, but it is.
Tells the sun by the way it is.
It's thick mist, perpetual. So you not a lot of rays coming through. You can tell it's day, but it's like bad. Yeah, bad Scottish morning.
Like every day in Vancouver.
Yeah, kind of vibes. Like British, Scottish, Vanny mornings. As you wake, come to wakeful, as you all wake up. How does Matt say things so eloquently all the time? It's a gift.
As you all wake, I think he says, just like, simple, I don't know.
You all eventually toss and turn yourselves awake, except for Riordan and Kinneros, who have been slurping on
Yep.
some brown bean water.
Infinite coffee, mate.
Mm-hmm.
That's the move. How's your sleep? Any visions?
I did not have any visions tonight.
It's good. Keep us posted. I feel like we're onto something here. It's a weird place, though.
I have a feeling I'm going to have some visions in the future, though.
Visionception. Vision of visions.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's what we need.
Yeah, all of Kinneros's most recent visions or prophetic images coming to him are kind of all just nondescript, like, oh, we were at a market, or, oh, we were on the ship, or in this case there was just like a lot of plains. It's very, very flat, the Berran Edge, and you just see a lot of mist, a lot of grasslands, occasionally some hills, one set of mountains, a channel. That's, yeah, those are like the most interesting points that cross your mind as you come out of your meditation.
Guess I'll poke my head out of the tent, see what.
Oh, good, you're awake. Hi, sorry, I've been waiting for a while, and Master Tiern is back, and he's just been kind of like worrying a spot in the grass, kind of pacing back and forth for you have no idea how long.
Is everything okay?
Oh, everything is excellent. The word has been spreading all night, and I just came to, I wanted to be here at first light, as pitiful as it is here. Good morning. Good morning. We're all abuzz.
Right.
Good morning.
Morning.
So.
Good morning all.
What do you do for breakfast usually?
Lots of eggs, but not a lot of beasts left on the edge. So we have lots of cheeses and eggs, breads if we're having a good harvest, and some various fungals, some mushrooms of all sorts of varieties, and some spices that we can manage to basically make from other fungal resources.
Do you guys have alcohol?
In a sense,
Mm.
it might be not what you're used to. We've kind of had to make do.
Does it make you drunk, yes or no?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. Okay, we're good.
Did your flask make it through?
Did it? Oh my
Everything that was on your person.
How
Okay, all good.
full was it? Is the next question.
You could be a hero to these people, just with mayonnaise.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
my
yeah, with
gosh.
the
Yeah,
Although
we
I
could
suppose they
create
might
so
be able
many
to make
condiments.
mayonnaise.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't
but they
know
can't
how
make.
to make mayonnaise.
They might not know how to make mustard.
They've got eggs.
Oh, I'm
Should
sure.
we
got-
do some Thousand Island dressing? Just gallons of it.
they've got chickens, goats, some sheep. So whatever those make.
Ah, honey.
Nice. Well, we'd love to talk over breakfast. I'm sure you've probably got lots of questions for us, and
I am
likewise in return.
full of questions. Absolutely. Please come with me to my tent. We've sent word out to the rest of the council, and we are all just looking forward to all of this. This is the most entertainment anybody on this portion of the continent has had in 1,000 years. So, well, actually, maybe when they hunted all of the nasty creatures to extinction. That was probably entertaining. Second most exciting... No, I'm going to say I'm rambling again. Please, follow me. And he leads you down the way. You see there are hundreds of eyes on you guys, just like... You guys are Sasquatch walking. Just like Sasquatch rolled into town and was like, I'm real. And they're like, holy fuck. He leads you to a very nice tent. It's a little bit smaller even than the one that you guys were in. It's very humble setup, and as you go in, he's just got a very, very modest setup. A smaller table. He's only got about 6 chairs in there, and some of them are kind of just over in corners, like not really necessary. But he does have a nice design carved in the top of the table that is just like this family crest. Very, I don't know. Imagine a Harry Potter house. It's kind of like that, sort of like a shieldish shape with various colors. Well, tanning, burnings, stainings. There we go. Getting all the creation things mixed up. Please come in. I've been out all morning with all of our best cooks gathering up here. Please sit. And he welcomes you to his table. He stands so that as many of you can sit as possible. And there are eggs and little fungus bowls, mushroom bowls, and there is a small portion of like goat or lamb, something that's on the table. A smaller portion compared to everything else. Like they maybe killed a goat for you guys, like as a slaughter my fattest calf for my prodigal son sort of thing.
You all hear in your heads, this is a little overwhelming.
Thank you so much for the spread.
It's honestly, least we could do. This is something out of fairy tales for us.
Of course.
So, what's the deal here? What's been happening? Like, I'm assuming you guys don't just
So what's up?
give in to being trapped here. You guys must have spent some time researching, trying different things to get out.
I mean, we still do. We have kept up a hearty education. After the first generation of us were trapped here, I don't know how many thousands or hundreds of thousands of attempts were made to breach the barrier. Spells, incantations, just means of communication, really. And we've, after a long time, all of these multiple, because the Kelborn came from all of these different places, you know, as versions of High Bloods, that we didn't all come from a singular place, culture or religion or education system, and it took a while, but we've managed to cobble together what we think is a decent education and agricultural system, and we try and just spread our knowledge and keep hope that someday the barrier comes down.
Right.
Or
Honey.
Do you have any theories or thoughts on how to achieve that?
To drop the barrier. Oh, as far as I know, based off of all the study. Oh yes, have some of that. Those are good actually. If you dip those in a little bit of this goat cheese, very lovely.
Like some
I'm
honey.
just gonna drench it in honey.
Honey.
Try that.
We only have myths of honey here.
You should
Well,
try some.
I got a gallon. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's the most beautiful thing I've ever tasted.
I mean,
I-
it's no good ale, but yeah.
You can stick around as long as you'd like, which is probably forever. Sorry, that came out wrong. Where were we? Oh no, the enchantment that is kept up. It's we're incapable ourselves of bringing it down to the best of our historic knowledge and present day attempts even.
Do you know if there's anyone still in the Berran Edge that might have other thoughts or theories?
Probably the ones that maintain the enchantment. Yes.
Where would
You can make
they're-
you can make a
they're
history check.
in the Berran Edge?
Make a history check.
No. 5.
Anybody want to help him out?
I might know.
No. 3.
Wow, way to make me look stupid, Magnus.
That's disappointing. Yes, there were the 4 champions. I just assumed this was common history. On the outside, the 4 champions
Yes,
who.
I know of the 4 champions. I didn't know they were inside and still alive.
Well, as far as we know, they're still alive. We haven't had sightings of them in hundreds of years. But we presume, based off of all of our scientific and arcane research, that they have to remain alive for the barrier to stay in place. I'm sorry, this is all...
None of you have thought of, I don't know, just obscure thoughts off the top of my head, trying to kill these 4 people to break down the barrier? Not that
I'm
I'm saying
not
you should
trying-
do that. I'm just saying.
You are a guest. I will try not to sound offensive in this response, but that was literally the first thing we tried.
Okay.
We cannot get near them. Hold on, let me look at the thing, my Jay.
Can't get near how?
Hold on.
Alright. Holding.
So the failsafes included in the casting of this magical barrier that holds us prisoner cannot be overridden by any high blood with Kelborn ancestry. The 4 guardians that watch over the magic, the ones that came with the Yggdrasil conduits, in case you wanted to write that down,
The what?
Yggdrasil. Y-R-D Rasen.
R-A-S-E-N?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Conduit?
Conduits that hold the barrier in place. But other than the guardians, no one on the edge of Kelborn ancestry can get within 200 feet of the conduit locations, and all of our magic is nullified when even we are within 500 feet of these
Where are they
locations.
located?
So you said people with Kelborn ancestry can't get close to them?
Correct. But that's why, and begging your pardon, this was something I had hoped to broach at a later time. This is the sense of the buzz and excitement here. We have been waiting for generations for someone who is not of our blood.
It makes sense, yeah.
Where are these conduits?
Well, here, I actually have this map. Boom. And any place highlighted yellow.
Okay, sweet.
That's super helpful. Is there a place...
We have had generations to make sure that anyone who could enter could be slightly prepared.
Is there a place that you've collected a library of books or documentation of something like this, or is it mostly just speculative?
Not a lot of resources for creating paper and books here. So
I was gonna ask.
most of our history is word of mouth, and we have
Okay.
historic elders who have. God, every time you lean over your laptop and it starts to have a seizure, I'm just like, oh, poor thing. We have historical elders who bring on the best and brightest, often those with the eidetic memories that can keep and contain our knowledge and history and help disseminate it amongst our people. We're not a bunch of idiots that have been sitting here wallowing and not educated. We have been trying our best to pass our knowledge on generationally.
Of course.
And I apologize if that's the way I came off. I just want to get on the same page.
So, I'm with you. Same page. You could be our salvation. Generations of patience and endurance in this place. I mean, I can't wait to see what the outside world has to offer. Perhaps I'm getting my... Yeah.
I will help
Just
with that.
in case he's
Insights are
crazy.
insights are individual.
Oh, right.
But yes.
Okay. Good thing I guided myself.
I got
13?
13 and a 19. This guy, it seems like he is like got an erection on at the thought of getting the fuck out of here.
What?
Is there anyone, you mentioned elders that maybe have an eidetic memory? Is there anyone around still like that?
But just our history keepers.
Okay.
The ones that have passed on the knowledge from before time.
And where are they located?
Oh, well, we have... they're kind of scattered all over, where most of our education centers are, which are further inland.
I think that's probably, I mean, you can correct us if we're wrong, of course, but is that a good place to start as far as building a bit of a case against the barrier and figuring out a way to penetrate it?
Elias, maybe? Is that how you pronounce it? Trading post?
More central inland, some of these
Okay.
places that don't have names written on them. I can add names as we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Superstore brand. That's good. No name.
Well, as far as education, we've had 1,000 years. Even our children's, our 5-year-olds know that the breaking of the Yggdrasil conduits is the only way to bring the barrier down.
Other than your history and, like, what other educational teachings have you kept up with if you don't have any books or
well,
anything?
Farming, as best we can. It was a new development for us. We have and train still members of druidic magic ability, but even then, some of the things that they know how to craft, they're not stuff of your... There is no knowledge, there's no familiarity with the types of plants and greenery that grew on the outside, so we're basically limited to what we have, like grasses and short crops,
Right.
and the fungal nature of most of the nutrients we find here. Create plants is whatever that spell is.
Yeah.
It's like doesn't bring a whole lot of nutrients other than what we are knowledgeable about here, familiar with.
Okay.
Sorry, guys, I have to go now.
All good, man.
Alright.
Take care of business.
Yeah, you have a good night.
Yeah, you as well. Take care, man.
Tuesday.
Ciao. Quinn had some stuff go on in real life today. Not my place to tell you guys what it was, but he hit me up and was just like, I can't stay for the whole thing.
All good?
That's what I said. Yeah, so, fishermen. We have a lot of fishermen, although...
Do fish cross the barrier?
So that's where this gets a little... This is a bit of our history. We nearly hunted fish to extinction within the barrier, and our generations past managed to smarten up and have very, very carefully... We've all worked out this balance with the ecosystem in the ocean that we have here. And even our deceased, we use their body as nutrients for the oceans, a bountiful food source when the smaller creatures have begun to wither a bit.
We did notice that actually when we crossed the barrier, the temperature changed in the water, which was interesting.
It's not affected by the outside ecosystem. It's probably getting to a point where the waters will become too warm for the still few dozen or half dozen species of fish that we have for them to exist any longer.
When we crossed the barrier, do we notice a visible level drop in the water?
So the level of water was the same. Like it was surface area level. See, now you got me going into like meta nature questions. How much water evaporates off of the ocean compared to what was in
You know what I
the
mean?
dome?
The
Wouldn't
water
overthink
would
it.
still
Semantics.
be there
Mhm.
if it's
Right.
trapped within the dome, right?
The water would still be there?
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it laps up against the edge of the
Yeah,
dome
like-
on both sides.
Right. But I mean, like, if it was hotter inside and the water was evaporating quicker into mist and stuff, it still would be contained in the bubble.
Water
It would
cycle.
come back down.
Yeah, there's still water. It's just that it's because things inside the dome are heating up. It's not a water evaporation thing. It's that the fish won't be able to live in the temperature of
Right.
water that
Yep.
it will become. Is there our reasoning and science? I mean, I hope we're wrong about that one.
When you
Domal warming.
druidcraft plants, do they stick around?
I haven't tried.
Can you like druidcraft specific type of plants?
Good question.
What are you
Like
trying to
maybe-
infer, Magnus?
I mean, like, can you make carrots and potatoes and stuff that they could
So that's
harvest and cultivate? And,
if she could.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's something like it's like being able to
What
transport
level
via
is
plants. You have to be familiar
I don't
with
know.
stuff to be
I
able
thought
to
was
go
like
to
a-
it or create it. And if somebody's never seen
Oh,
an
it's a
apple tree
cantrip
before,
thing.
they can't just
Okay.
be like, boom, druid grow an apple tree.
You create a tiny, harmless sensory effect, blah, blah, blah. You can instantly make a flower bloom, a seed pod open, a leaf bud bloom. You create sensory effect like leaves falling, puff of wind. Snuff out a candle. Yeah, I don't know if druidcraft would. I can just like
So
create.
I never really
a flower.
read the spell. I just know that in Critical Role they were like constantly like, "Oh, I make like little flowers appear in your hair and stuff."
Yeah, I think that's
I
about
think
it.
it said you need seed pods though to harvest. To
No,
oh,
no,
okay.
it's a somatic and vocal. Yeah, you instantly.
I'm 2 levels away from being able to help. So I can learn plant growth. Not till level 9.
That's fun.
Is that because you're a subclass?
Yeah.
And I can kill people better at level 9. That's about it.
What can I do at level 9? No, I'm curious.
You always look so angry at me, Corey. When you get your serious Magnus face on, I'm like, why are you so pissed,
I'm
man?
a character.
Yeah, I don't.
Questioning
yeah,
everybody.
It's not gonna work.
I even tried to kill them. Bro, it's the first thing we tried.
I mean, if these are like the keys, I don't see why we shouldn't just pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, the fail safes.
Once we're alone, I want to bring something up.
Do you want me to get
I don't.
like?
I
Do you
don't.
want me to like?
Would you care for me to depart and let you discuss?
I'm just saying that as Corey. Once we're alone, I want to. I just.
You were just alone. I just
need
pissed.
to know when. No, like you to be here. I don't want any of the locals around. I have something I want.
I know they smell.
We, so as he's continuing to explain the nature of nature, I don't want this to be a bit too much, but the city has started planning a banquet
Oh my god.
for this evening.
That's
Whoa.
not necessary.
It is too late to stop them. Women are brewing stews. We have Mrs. Oh, what's her fucking name?
Buttersworth?
If you need
So I
any,
love some pancakes.
if you need any honey, I have some extra.
Oh, I didn't actually write her name. Has this amazing stew
How do you
that she,
spell that?
that she makes usually once a year at our Hope Festival, but she's going to be doing that. And we would really just like to thank you. There's no pressure on you here at all. I wasn't even going to broach the subject
I
of.
don't know what you're thanking us for. We haven't done anything. We just got
Honestly, you
Sounds
could
trapped
do
here.
Festival.
you could do
Like
nothing,
all of
and
you.
you could do nothing, and this is still the most entertaining thing that anybody in this generation will have ever seen.
Count us there.
You guys like thought about maybe putting on a play or
We have
Okay, well now you want more?
We
Goodness
have-
gracious.
arts and leisure,
like-
of course, but
it seems to me if you guys are bored, maybe you should.
sorry, entertaining is the
about it.
wrong word. This is the most historically significant thing.
Gotcha.
Difference in approach to language, I suppose.
I'm feeling this is kind of one of those things like if I was putting myself in that man's shoes, it would be basically like if you were a Catholic and you saw Jesus.
Pretty much,
Like it's like
Or-
the second coming.
yeah,
Know? Like
you
it's
know,
just
aliens showed up
Yeah.
and they were just like, "Hey, we're here in peace. Like, what's going on?" And you were the first person to just be like, "Come with me. Let me show you some shit."
My mom has some
Crazy.
crazy pudding. You guys need to check this out.
we'll be there.
Oh.
Wonderful. The meal progresses. It's all kind of a little bland.
I
Honey.
drenched mine in honey, so.
Anything with honey on it tasted great. And Tyrion comes back several times for some more honey samples, and you just see him, like, at one point, a little tear rolling down the side of his face. It's just like, this is amazing.
Cheers, cheer.
Like, the head of the council, first
did you
one-
want some coffee?
Have you tried this before?
You have coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I've only heard about it in legend.
It's awful.
It's hot.
Ah, that's terrible.
Honey?
It starts as a brown paper bag and then it evolves into something glorious.
Put some honey in. Why is it so hot?
Right?
I mean, we have certain teas here, but even this is a bit much. I don't think I have anything to compare it to.
Yeah, probably not.
I guess it gets progressively better.
No.
You'll get a nice buzz after.
Interesting.
You know, I just thought. You think of whatever flavor coffee you want. If he's never had coffee before,
Yep, that
Yeah,
was exactly
what-
why it tasted like shit.
Yeah.
He has no idea.
it's like,
And we made an exception for you because your favorite coffee is rum. It's just an Irish coffee with like 2 drops of coffee in it.
Yeah.
I feel bad for this guy. He's like, A&W coffee. Here we go.
Gas station stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, my burnt 7-Eleven day old.
Yeah.
Pause, yeah.
This has been in here since 3 days ago. This is a 3 day ago pot.
Yeah.
Reheated 15 times.
Mm-hmm.
It's just syrup at the bottom.
Ah.
Can't tell if this is motor oil or if this is coffee.
I think they mixed it up,
Probably.
but it's the same formula.
Yeah, if you guys have any other questions, he pries you all with questions like, what does the outside world look like? What's the situation with the kingdoms? I'm so curious. Like, has what's been going on with? We have a long history of word passed down of the Tower of Zaeld and the magic community as it was before the imprisonment.
Some things have happened
I do actually
as of late.
have a question.
But
Oh, you.
I mean, the world's cool. I guess there's lots of different types of people, as you can see from just looking at us? We're
Yeah,
all
I was gonna ask, what's the sort
different
of
types.
diversity within the...
You see a lot of humans, half-elves, halflings, handful of gnomes. You see, like, you're like, oh, that was a Goliath we just walked past, you know? A wide variety, not a lot of the, like, you don't see any turtles, tabaxi, dartide. You do see a variety of different skin colors, though, and eye orientations. It's an interesting, diverse, primarily skinned humanoid community. Yeah, if I think of anything else, I'll let you know, but it's pretty bland.
Well,
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody is very pale.
Like they haven't seen the sun in generations.
Oh, they're so
Yeah, I
white
mean-
that the sun they get, that's like, oh, it's melatonin for a year.
There's different seasons.
mm-hmm.
What's their water situation like?
Basically all magically created. There are some rivers in area, evaporated water closer to the mountains, but we also can't travel. The mountain range is small, and we actually can't traverse a bunch of it because of the Yggdrasil conduit there.
Zodell wouldn't know about this, but do they, like, filter their water from, like, the ocean?
Yeah, they desalinate the ocean water.
Okay.
A lot of it, or it is still genetically a lot. He explains this like a lot of magic casters. Like physicality here is not really a thing. There's nothing to fight, so they educate themselves through magic and how to sustain themselves with so little, while pumping as much of themselves into it as they can.
Do you think they'd be more open to, like, magic shops?
Do they have clerics like me?
Yes, we do
Yeah,
have
the one that was healing
some clerics.
Boy's ankle.
Yeah.
Because I know a spell that actually creates food.
Yes, for how many people does it make it for?
I think it makes like
people?
45 pounds of food. Hold on. Yeah, 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water on the ground or in containers within range. Enough to sustain up to 15 humans or 5 steeds for 24 hours. The food is bland but nourishing and spoils if uneaten within 24 hours.
Yeah,
I guess that checks out.
yeah.
I'm sure.
There's a lot of that going on when you think
So
about
that's what we're eating.
when you think
It's
about
just bland mush.
No, so what they have learned to grow a lot of their own stuff and to value the livestock that is left that remains here. There are magical interventions, of course, like the create food and water spell, but it's not like everybody here is a magic caster.
Right.
It's a higher concentration of magic casters than anywhere else, but when you still boil that down, that's like 1 in 20.
Yeah, 5%.
And so that, and then with all that spread out with all the different types of magic users and people teaching, trying to develop, even people like like quarter challenge rating acolytes and shit who can still do like sparse magic. You do get some of that in individuals, but yeah, they're a little hurting.
Okay.
Just generally, and you kind of see it as you look around. Like
Bless you.
nobody's chubby. We got tissues down here somewhere, I think. Yeah. Beside that open drawer, but under some notebooks or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's
So
just
it just seems like pretty much on the norm. Everyone's having the Paul Rudd bland spaghetti dinner.
yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Right.
Gesundheit.
Excuse me.
Are you dying?
No, I just thought I could be louder since I'm out here.
It was just the number of sneezes was all.
It's an impressive number.
Falconer, you got any questions?
Not at the moment. Thoughts?
Right, I've got some questions.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were here.
Well, fuck you then. Anyway, where do you get your stone? Why don't you have anything built of stone?
That is a good question.
Or metal? Do you have any smiths? It's all cloth and wood. I froze my nips off last night.
I mean, you can take regular stone and make mortar out of sand and water.
Most of the good mining portions, I mean, very close and coastal, close to the coast and coastal. The two best mining places are part of the, what's the fucking word? Were strategically chosen by the champions of old as their hideouts for their Udrasan conduits. So we are, and plus most of us historically not workers of stone and not carpenters. Lots of trial and error, from what I understand, history passed down on even making non-magical cloths and the sheep here, the wool. Almost everything is this gray wool. We don't have resources for dyes. Some do, of course, and you see like there's a couple things in his tent that are like dyed like a yellow or an orange, something that you've seen a little bit of in like the funguses that you've been eating. But there are definitely gaps in our history, our knowledge. We've adapted as much as we can, but unfortunately the one mountainous region and the other hilled region where we have assumed or hypothesized our firmer mining areas have never really been of access to us.
And by the looks of this map here, there's one conduit on an island.
Yes, the whatever it says there.
The Gale.
The Gale. That is where the illusionist resides.
The what?
The illusionist.
Master of Air, Shafir Breeze.
That's the one.
Okay.
He's I'm kind of drifting into Poldra voice because I always give you guys history like this. The Shifra Breeze, or so history says, the Master of Air and Illusions.
Do they all have mastery of certain element? Is that what?
The elements of the Yggdrasil conduits, I think, were best suited to these champions because of their elemental affinities. Of course, we have posited, it was the word I was trying to think of earlier, for generations that perhaps our history is wrong, perhaps people have hypothesized different just different ideas. It's when you can't get within spitting distance, and especially no one really wants to, when you lose your magic 500 feet away from something, doesn't really give you confidence to step forward knowing that they were a powerful enough magical being to trap a civilization here for 1,000 years.
Interesting.
Has there been any sense of accomplishments, however small maybe, in kind of cracking the armor, or maybe
Getting closer.
getting any single individual with specific traits, or combination of...
Every individual on this peninsula, the Berran Edge, is a descendant of a Kelborn high blood. The magic was specifically created as a genetic boundary. A genetic... what's the word I'm looking for here?
So in theory,
A
we should
genetic
be fine.
failsafe.
All of these places seem to be pretty mainland, except for this one here, Walral. I'm not sure.
That is where the Master of Water resides.
Ah,
It
so it's like a...
sits in a series of pinnacles and small portions of rock, and she basically lives in the water there, or beneath.
Rollerwort.
Rollerwort, yeah.
Oh, it's like elements, like Avatar. Got it. Okay.
What are the other ones then? So, air, water at the top, and
Well,
then
Wind.
Magnus here seems to be well educated on the subject.
I don't know where they are on the map. The four masters.
I also
are
just want to check your name in your notes. And
master
stuff.
of water is Roller Wort.
Roller.
The master of fire is Bernard Drisk.
I'm guessing Burn is the fire one.
It's
Yes.
buy or burn.
Ah, Buyer. Oh, it's a okay. Buyer.
Master of air is Shifa Breeze.
To Tehran.
And then master of earth is Drager Tear.
Oh wait, that was never mind.
You only got one of those wrong.
Yeah.
And it was only subtly wrong.
Okay.
Good job.
Awesome.
master. So it's
That's
master of
my-
air, water, fire,
It's
earth.
my
right?
Yeah, it's you guys are in.
It's my accent.
You guys are the airbenders in Avatar right now. I guess I don't know. I want to. I actually
Alright.
want to see how long ago I fucking made this shit.
Should we
I'm thinking we can
convene
either
to ourselves and figure out a plan?
head and see if we can gather more intel from the scholars, or just head out to these places.
I mean, if they haven't been able to be even close to them, I don't think they have much.
We don't even know if these
information
masters
past
are
this.
even still alive. It's been 1,000 years.
Well, they wouldn't know. They can't even get there.
That's what I mean.
So I mean, should we just like?
Tyranid said it had
Just
only
go.
been around 100 years since the last sighting of one of them, because they can still see within the grounds or the places where these people are.
But then that would have been the last.
What so master of air and illusions. It sounds like they've got some kind of specialty in that way. Do we know what the four are?
Mostly, it's all passed down from history, from when the champions of old and Durelium drove our ancestors back onto the edge with their desire to flee. At that point, the Kelborn were primarily occupying a northeastern continent. A group of heroes, including the four champions, managed to divert and outmaneuver, there we go, our armies and set up the barrier, which at that point trapped them and all of us inside. And we know of one great warrior, a woman who could turn into creatures and beasts, the illusionist, and then the man of fire.
So the master of air is the illusionist. The master of fire is another name, or
He was known for burning his enemies alive.
pretty on brand.
Literally. Haha. Sorry.
This one
Branding.
has some wit.
Yeah.
You can take a point of inspiration.
Damn it! I already have inspiration from the bear thing.
When do you guys... No, your inspiration from the bear thing was just a D4 inspiration dice.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's not-
I still haven't used it though.
Yeah, but it doesn't count as a full inspiration.
Okay, so I
You can
I
have
both.
You can have both. Because the D4 is just like it's just like a little...
Forgot
Here you go,
about
buddy.
our
Shit, I
totems.
forgot about that too.
Yeah.
I still have mine.
I
Everybody
mean, most of us use them.
fuck yeah, I've
I
still
didn't.
got them. Saving it for when I make some super cool shit.
Same, bro.
And you take 1 point of piercing damage for... Oh shit, actually, when everybody woke up, everybody who was on my list of the 20
Oh
club,
shit, yeah.
I need
what?
you all to make a constitution saving throw. I
Come
even wrote this
on.
down. Oh, I covered it with minis. That's why I didn't see it.
I don't remember who was who. Which
I have
was-
a list.
Okay.
Zodel,
Yeah.
Aria, Roston, and Kinneros. Fuck me. What'd you roll, baby?
14.
Actually,
Or am I within... How many feet is it?
Empty.
it would have been right when you woke up, so yes.
Sweet.
+3.
So 17.
Nice. Where's my homebrew shit?
I don't...
Yo, damn it.
Remind me, when did we get this again?
like a couple sessions ago.
A couple?
You got sprayed in the face by that weird.
Oh shit!
Session
from that?
43.
You know
Oh.
what? Actually, we need to go back a little bit here. This would have been happening every morning
Damn.
for the 6
For
weeks.
3 weeks. 6
Oh,
weeks.
6
God.
weeks.
Ah.
Okay, so
Just
Make
do, like-
49 rolls. Yeah.
basically, we're gonna go back and we're gonna make.
Oh my god.
Magnus is gonna make an Arcana check. Arya is gonna make a Nature
You make
check.
an Arcana check? Oh god. We are-
I have
Zodel's gonna make a Medicine check. Falconer, you're gonna roll for Roston.
I
You're
have
gonna roll.
proficiency in nature. Can I make nature check?
Sure. We're gonna do a Medicine, a Nature. No, 2 medicines, a Nature.
I'll do a medicine.
2 natures.
I need 1 Arcana check in there.
Kinneros?
Yeah, I'll do Rossin with Arcana then.
Oh yeah,
He's an artificer.
he's our artificer.
So I'm like the cleric now? What is that bullshit?
Oh, come on.
23 medicine.
15 nature.
13 nature.
I know more
16
than
Arcana.
All right, Arcana and Magnus have it. Yeah, you guys are diseased. When you guys flew through some spores in the...
Yep.
When would I have known this?
Probably after a few days.
Okay, greater restoration. I could
Because we would
Yeah.
have been
That.
like,
Yep.
long time ago.
Yes.
Way to waste my
But I
27.
I forgot to do that last week because I left this notepad that literally has the circled diseases over there.
Okay.
So, yes, at one point you guys start waking up and you're just like bleeding from your eyes.
Shit.
And you're like, I haven't slept good. And Magnus is like, boop, and you're better.
This
good.
is kind of normal, but not super normal. What's happening?
I would expect this from Roston, but not you guys.
Yeah, he's like,
I had the first morning down too. You guys transported via plants, and then you didn't start doing fast time shit until the next session. And if I had my fucking notepad, you guys would have known sooner.
but
Alright.
that's all sorted out now.
It's all sorted out now.
Crisis
Okay.
averted.
So,
Yay, cleric. What would we do without you?
thanks, Maggie.
Just need validation every once in a while.
yeah,
So this
you're,
would be,
you're
this would be
pretty good.
before. So, Dad, you are the best. You do some crazy stuff, you know, and you're awesome. Yeah, mate, you're the fucking tits. And he slaps you on the ass.
Alright, too much.
All right, catch you next time, big fella.
And just Quirky's little satyr bottom.
I know it's in the
Waddling.
past, but I need one last bump. I miss you, bud.
It was the last bump right before you got off the ship.
No.
Just that his little knuckle size. And it was like that slow-mo. And your eyes catching
It's
the
like
moonlight.
from Titanic. I'm Jack. No wait, I'm.
I'll never let you go.
There was room
Lift
on
me,
the
Quirky.
door.
Lift me.
Oh, fuck
Lift
that
me.
shit.
All right, now you guys are on the Berran Edge.
Right.
Fast forward.
So it looks like we can go to the island with the illusionist air person,
Yeah, the closest is
or
probably the illusionist.
Aren't we here?
Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Are we going there and back? Because I don't want to go to the wall. So I have a feeling that if shoot, I don't.
I mean, we're gonna have to get close.
We should do a circle because friggin' the boat's somewhere around here, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but it's the
Outside.
folding boat.
we have the
We told
folding
them.
boat.
No, I know, but like our ship. We don't want to end up like way down over here and then.
Yeah, I
have
don't
a
think you
friggin-
told those guys to fuck off or anything, did you?
Shoot.
No,
Cass said she was going off to do some jobs.
No,
Like,
they're
we'll,
just-
we'll be here.
assuming they're just hanging.
I mean, they've also been making a killing, so I mean, they could probably use
Oh,
it
yeah.
in just like
Yeah.
R&R time off the coast. Actually, let me roll for that.
There's two ways that I think this could go down. Either we do a circle and we're like back here or wherever by the end, or if we make our way up, then we'll be by the wall when everything drops.
but
which
it's
might-
heavily fortified on the other
That's not a
side,
good
which is
plan.
not a great idea.
Right, but then they'll just come in and invade the Berran Edge.
They can't get in.
And not unless we're up here, and not unless we.
Because in theory, the barrier goes down,
Right.
not the wall. The wall might
The
just
wall
stay.
doesn't go.
Oh.
down. Yeah, yeah.
But do they
The
not
wall
have,
is the wall is not part of the barrier.
Yeah,
But
the
they
wall
don't
is
have
the
people
wall.
behind the wall. That's just like.
Yeah, no,
everyone-
there's people posted there, but
Oh.
feasibly, they're not going to notice an invisible thing disappearing.
Oh. I mean,
So-
if
So,
you say
so
I
there's
guess.
they're set up there just because I had explained this from Magnus's perspective last session. They're set up to fight anything that comes out.
Oh, all right.
So if you're there and the barrier goes down and you walk out, probably going to get your head hacked off.
Okay, maybe circle is the best way to go.
I just want to stay close to proximity to, the ship, just to make it a little more convenient.
All right. So you're thinking to Tehran first, and we do it like
Well, it could be easy, actually. Yeah, maybe we go here
Yeah.
and then up to here.
the
and then-
water, fire, air.
And then end down here, and then the ship can, our boat can pick us up. What are the Fs and the pen and everything?
Fishing spot. And
And
boat.
then just like boat routes, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
where they can fish, where they know that like there are
No magical
nesting.
force fields or anything?
No, that's just food culture, agriculture.
Right.
What's food?
Right, mate.
Uh,
thinking of this, doing one
What
of
is
these,
food? Food.
ending back up down south.
Do you want me to
for
say ship?
having a boat hang
Mhm.
out.
Food,
For us.
agriculture.
Makes sense.
That's my 2 cents.
It's just food.
Food is just food.
Food and agriculture.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was part of agriculture, but
Missed opportunity to call it aquaculture.
Okay, so we're gonna go.
well,
to
now
these,
doesn't the DM feel dumb?
We're gonna go to these spots then. That's the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
The birthplace of Tehran. Is that right?
Tateron?
Tehran.
Let me see. Tateron.
Tehran.
Any insight you can give us about?
Tehran, my way.
Well,
Sorry. So,
The forest in that surrounding area has been dissipated greatly, slowly, systematically. It's a series of hills and forest, old trees there, lots of new saplings, has been recorded over the last several hundred years. Supposedly some sort of cave dwelling, as we've been able to see through at various angles, and there's no above ground lodgings of any kind. So we think that the approach there was an underground situation, so that during the outmaneuvering of the old Kelborn, well, they were safely underground when their conduit was charged.
That makes sense. We can do caves. We've done caves before.
I wish I could do a cave. I mean, it actually seems kind of spooky, but I've never really been underground. I've been buried in the sand at the beach before, but
Well, shall we,
you're sticking around for the
we're
banquet.
down here.
Absolutely, yeah. That will be a.
I thought we were up here.
no.
no.
You went
we
the
came
very
in from the south.
bottom.
Okay. That's why I was so confused last time. I thought we had like sailed up here
Oh,
and we were trying to come in
No.
over here.
you were out on the water.
All right. Cool.
We're out on the.
So I think
Plus, last time everybody kept calling the barrier the wall, and vice versa, and then that didn't help anybody.
That's why I thought we were up by the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
So tomorrow we should set out to Tehran.
Yep.
Yeah, works for me.
And until then,
Should we head up
The
to
raid's still done.
this trading post, and then over to Tehran?
Mm. Why do you feel
It
like
won't-
we need stuff?
Who knows what's here?
I mean, if they have like magical stuff there, I won't say no to.
We don't particularly traffic in magical items. There's no
Oh.
need for them here.
plus it's Calborn sourced, so it won't work anyway.
Oh, right.
Well, our magic only doesn't work without within the if we get too close to the conduit sites. The enchanting is still a thing. We sometimes have to enchant a plow hitch that is, breaks 15 times, and we can enchant it to be more durable because we don't have the resources to forge something new. But we don't really have we don't have a need for weaponry or means of disguising ourselves. We have history of it. That's not really a thing here.
I don't think trading bows needed for just like.
It's mostly where resources get swapped.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's head up to.
I mean, ask me as many questions as you'd like. I'm just glad. I was worrying all night I was going to have to twist your arm, and that you were worried we were demons from hell, and that you would rather die within the barrier than even contemplate going forward and helping us.
No, not at all. I didn't think that at all. At any time that I think that.
Make a deception check. Oh, that was pretty good insight.
I don't mean to be rude, but if you were a demon from hell, then I could kill Satan with a pat on the back.
17.
I rolled a natural 19, plus whatever his stats are. I don't know. He's just a guy.
-5.
I don't think he's a demon. I am a little leery about these people, though.
And he's expressed his understanding in that tenfold. Well, feel free to finish here. I have some organizing. Listen to me. I'm flustered as all hell. As all hells. I have some word to spread. Please make yourselves at home. Wander the village or the city as you see fit, and we will. You'll know where to go if I haven't found you in the time being. The city will guide you, I'm sure. Yes.
Question for the DM: have we seen any Calborn symbols like on our chest, around
On people?
linens, teepees?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, you'd made a perception check walking in, and you had seen a lot of people on your way up to the. I even think the first couple people that you guys met when you asked, they're like, "Hey, we got the do you guys have this thing?" And he was just like, "No, I have no idea what that is."
Right.
It's something that's on the outside. That's what helps keep it all in.
Ooh. Once everyone's done with the honey, I'll kind of just chug the rest and put the cap back on.
I would love more of that.
Oh, I mean,
in the future, not right now. You see, he's just got like really sticky lips and fingers.
Sorry.
Oh,
I mean, I wouldn't
I can't
be.
even.
It's like a dog with peanut butter.
Kind of, yeah. He's just like, this is, oh my god, this is heaven in my mouth.
I wouldn't be opposed to Mama Bird, and yeah, this is just sort of like too sweet, almost.
You want to mama bird it?
Yeah, I don't.
Wash it down with some.
Yeah, that's fine. He chases it with a bit of goat's milk, and
We all lost. Anyway.
I just see Zodell spitting into his mouth later. I'm like, no questions.
No comment. It's all normal.
They know how to turn up at banquets, I guess, too.
yeah. Yeah. What do you guys want to do? Or we could fast track time, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot.
Think anything else?
Place.
Yeah, me too.
Just head on over, I guess.
Okay.
Data run.
Well, I mean, like
Yeah, we
when we're all together,
Banquet.
I just
Matt?
want to say that
Yeah.
what's the overall plan here? We don't actually want to bring the barrier down, do we?
I mean, that's the only way we get out.
I don't. Yeah,
That's
I
not
don't.
how we got in. Maybe we can find a way that we can get out.
I mean, something that
Like, all
was.
these people are all highborn, and they're mortal right now. But who knows what their machinations are? If they get loose, they might go to one side or the other.
They
With the,
seem genuine, but I share the same concern. 1,000 years is a long time to hold a grudge.
I mean,
Yeah.
something I was thinking is those dots that we don't go anymore. They seem to just like, they weren't like coming and going. They were like, it was like, how would you say it? It's like I started with 2 gold ingots and they gave me one after a couple months of work, and then I spent them all to get in, but then I don't know if they'll give me any more now that I'm in.
Then we're gonna get more dots.
Well, I mean, we don't know. I don't even know if it correlates with the time, or if it just, like, we did something good and, like, the fates deigned us a dot. I don't know. I have no idea what those things even were, and now they're gone.
It's
Actually-
actually, I suppose.
That was another. You guys would have got another dot on in your 6 weeks.
But now they're gone.
They're now gone, but you all underwent another excruciating event where another dot formed.
So now we have 6.
Now you have none, but you would have had 6.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Okay.
Wait, what if I had 6? Did we start with 4?
Yeah. Got
Oh.
1.
Oh, we're right. 1, 2, 3, 4,
And then got
5,
another.
6. Got it.
Did it happen around the time that Kino's got his mark? Or no, he just got his recently, right?
Yeah.
Hold up. Yeah. Point is, if they correlate to like what, like 3 months, 4 months, how long it was since we got the first run of this here one, then we could, like, I don't want to, but we could try waiting that much and see if one just shows up and we could use it to
End of March.
get
I wanna
out.
focus on
Maybe.
the right thing here. I'm not necessarily worried about the dots right now, but you guys make an interesting point that a millennia-long chip on your shoulder can be, I guess, violent in that way.
Granted, these people,
They don't. They're
They're-
so removed from the actual event, though. I mean,
yeah,
it's
like they are immortal, but I mean, like as soon as
Not
the barrier
punish you for
drops,
the sins of your father, but at
they're
the
gonna
same
essentially
time,
all become immortal.
we only know history from one perspective,
Mm-hmm.
written by the Darrens, who sealed these people away 1,000 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
They
that,
portrayed as witches and monsters, but for all we know, it was some other fear or
Oh, you're all starting to understand Durelium's a shit peoples?
I mean, and I guess that's the thing. It's just at the end of the day, even if we got rid of the barrier, and then now there's this
Or just
newly fledged animosity between Durelium and the Kelbones, is that a bad thing necessarily? Nah. There's a lot of people that would
True.
argue probably not. You know?
like we'll be bolstering the strength of the Highborns essentially,
Yeah.
because they're all gonna become.
And in the same way
moral.
that Cristania is fucking shit up right now, we're still in our good graces.
Allegedly.
Right. I'll go
another
with that.
another thing to think
Yeah.
about is we're literally going on a quest to meet people who, like, created the barrier to seal them in. So they might have some different, like, thoughts about
Also-
it.
Also, though, when you think about it, like,
They might
let's
have gone
say
crazy just being here. for
you
1,000
raise a
years.
horse in a pen its entire life, and it only knows inside the pen, and you open the gate.
It won't know what to do.
Will it run or will it stay in the pen because that's what it knows?
Well, I mean,
Some say
where
that
it's in a pen ready for slaughter from the cougar or tiger on the outside who's watching it.
Right, like Durelium might just come in and slaughter everyone.
But then there'd be high bloods again, and they'd be reborn. They'd be redrawn.
immortal
They
pig.
would be.
They don't know how to put a barrier back up, or if that's some other piece of magic that we don't know.
Yeah, because then that, like, imagine how long it would take for them to regroup them all. Yeah, I mean, like, even if they did come in and start attacking them, what? They're all like,
Either way, I think we go to these conduits and at least investigate and see what's
Yeah,
going on.
I agree with that.
okay,
They said when we arrived, I'd be cautious,
Yeah.
but I also don't want to condemn these people.
I mean, obviously, we got these marks for a reason. Calbone made. They wanted us to be here, or else it would continue to inflict excruciating pain.
Mm.
So now we're in the source.
The symbol's not Kelborn made. It was created to imprison them. There's an element of like their genetic. Like they said, they'd never seen the symbols on you guys before.
Mhm.
It's a symbol created from other people and been named the Kelborn Sigil of Binding. It's not their Sigil of Binding. Just
Right.
because that's just what it kind of sounded
Okay.
like when you said. Just for a little
That's helpful
clarification.
context.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they didn't trap themselves. It's like if it was their
No.
symbol, they'd be using it to imprison themselves.
No.
But I just shoot, guys, we just made this thing and it
These
fucked us
four
up.
masters aren't Kelborn. They're the ones that created the
Yeah.
barrier.
They were
But they had to trap
Poldar's friends.
themselves inside.
Yep.
Sorry, all I can think of since you said we didn't trap ourselves is a pig making a pen and then just walking in and going, "Arr, I'm gonna be here now."
Yeah.
Also, so just thinking back to the storyteller and when we first saw him, he said he would do this. Who is he that he was talking about? Like he said this wasn't he said this wasn't how it was supposed to be. Move forward. I can't fix this, but you can give it time.
Roston can make a history check, and that's oh my god, a nat 3. Falconer can make a history check.
That was
16.
Okay, so when Roston came to you with his brand new symbol, and he told you about the long-fingered, long, greasy-haired man that touched him, that
the
that individual said, "My
Brother.
brother said it's about time you got one of these."
yeah.
Was that Valesh?
The spider god. Yeah, the Valetian
Yeah,
spider.
and
Yeah.
the- This is the kid god of death, right?
Cole.
Cole is the god of death,
Cole.
the kid god.
Okay, so Cole. It's Cole.
Cole.
Cole
But
is
the one
he?
with the long
Cole.
nails and hair.
The guy that turned
is
the
spider
day to night
No, no.
and
Yeah,
everything on
no,
fire.
I know, but it was is Valesh saying that Cole is telling him to do this?
god. Yeah, maybe.
Are they brothers?
Yeah,
Oh,
all the
They're
gods
all
are
the gods
siblings.
are all
Oh, right.
The elder gods are. Their
except
mother,
for
father,
El
and
Nadurla and
Madoreto, El Nadurla
Madoreto.
are the mother and father.
Mhm.
Or
Zale
father
is
and
a
mother.
weird uncle, I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's the 11 children that are the elder gods.
Okay. Okay.
So it
Just wanted
sounds
to put
like
that out there.
so if this Kelborn symbol of binding is on us,
Hmm.
then there is a plot potentially to imprison us with the Kelborn to get rid of the potential we have potentially to save the world, quote unquote.
Well, yeah, obviously the gods have an agenda that they want to happen with the dust. So, and we're obviously a part of it.
How else to cloud a storyteller's view than with another god manipulating time?
Mhm.
Or
Falconer,
events?
Falconer and Magnus both took books from Kildren's library. I'll give you guys both a history check, or one of you can make one with advantage.
I'm not proficient in history. so-
religion,
Oh, religion.
because they're his Kildren's entire. That's his name, right? Kildren.
Kill.
Yeah.
Basically, his entire. Sorry, buddy. Fruit flies scared Tony away. Basically, like 90% of his library was religious. So just a retroactive religion check on what you guys grabbed or
Dirty.
read.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. The Elder Gods don't fucking get along. There are some that boast power and some that are self-righteous but giving, like Cassiana, the Knighted Mother. There's Cole, the God of Death, who basically is he was the last born. He's a child. He's a baby. He sits in the hells and sulks, and they're all waiting, but they lord their power over the other gods of the planes of existence, but they don't exactly work in tandem with one another unless kind of they have to.
Mm-hmm.
They're all like they're elder gods, but they're all just kind of like petulant teenagers, children that got
shitty sibling rivalry.
Yeah, well, they got left on this piece of dust. That's why the world is called the dust. It's that infinitesimal to them, but they're stuck here just like everything else, and in the planes of existence. So, yeah,
Okay,
they squabble.
let's go.
All right, well,
To the place.
Admittedly, before we fast track, we're not walking though, right? Do they have like if we gave up a chance for a wagon for this
Really didn't make it
stupid banquet, no offense.
not really. It's basically
Elkias
walking.
was on
Damn.
can you...
Alkaius didn't have a symbol.
Yeah,
Because
but
you
can,
brought
like,
him, didn't you?
unsummon him and
Can you
resummon
He's on the
unsummon
boat.
him? Can
Oh.
you unsummon him without being near him? How does that work?
Don't actually know if I can.
What's
See,
his
that's interesting because if he's still summoned outside of the barrier,
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think I'd have no effect on it then.
can you read
Send the
me?
magic out.
Can you read me the spell while I get ready to read you guys all of this stuff that you just bypassed by saying yes and?
Oh,
I thought we were going to the banquet.
Yeah, I'm good. I
Oh,
got a
no.
banquet thing in here too.
Oh, okay.
It was just like a lot of Tyrion trying to like convince you guys, like we're not fucking devils.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't get the sense that there was animosity or any kind of ill intent.
Oh, dude, I wrote this like a while ago, and I actually started this encounter, and I just remembered how to look up exactly how long ago it was, because I made a magic weapon for one of these things, and I made it December 9th of last year.
wow.
So I started these encounters at least that long ago. And then also the disease you had was called the horrid sporgium.
The
That's a great name for a spore-generated disease.
Yeah. I just wanted to say it out loud. It's such a fun thing to say. Horrid sporgium.
And now it's gone.
Cryptosporidium. Random scientific words. Anyway, the spell says that I can dismiss the steed at any time, causing it to disappear, and then can cast it again and bring it back at maximum hit points.
Would the